Hello, Jamie from Inky and Scrappy. Please enjoy this real-time pop-out of Fawn's Magic Iris with mini brads instead of glue dots.
Okay, I'm going to do this in real time for this one, and hopefully we get it right the first time. So I need 3 of these pieces from the Magic Iris set, 3 circles. 1 circle is cut with the flux capacitor, the funky looking piece. It reminds me of a fan blade, like, you know, it spins. So 1 cut with the fan blade piece, or the, what does Kelly call it, the flux capacitor? Is that what it is from Back to the Future? My kids wouldn't get that reference. And then 3 sausage pieces. I did black because I want my camera to have a black center for when I open it. And we're going to pull in a template I made, because every time I make it, my glue, when it gets cold here, the glue just doesn't hold. And so I actually have one that I did all in acetate. If I ever find it, it's here somewhere. I just don't know where. But so I created it all out of acetate, and so you see where everything moves, and then you kind of know, like, when you're coloring what part's never going to show. So like, I think it's like this part never shows and a portion of this never shows, so you don't have to worry about inking it or whatever. So for me, because I like to use mini brads instead of glue dots, it works better for me. To each their own. If glue dots work for you, then you put your glue dots on there and you call it good. I am going to do it this way. And so I just need my piercing tool, which is probably by the die cut machine. Okay, well, we'll use this one then to poke my little holes here. So to make your own template, if you put one together, like, I mean, you're gonna have to do one and it's just gonna be lost. You know what I mean? Like, you aren't gonna be able to probably use it. But that's how I figured out how to do where my dots are. And then I just keep my template, so I have it forever and always. Unless I lose it, because let's be honest, that happens from time to time. I need to find my mini brads. Those are big ones. Big ones will probably work too. Just saying. I had them just the other day. I need to clean up my scrappy space. I'll be back. They were right on top in front of my face. Put away where they belong. Not lost in the abyss, but none the same. I think I'm gonna do these. Well, I'll do 1 black one, 2 white ones. It really doesn't matter. But you'll be able to see the one on the thing and you won't be able to see the other one on the thing. Does that make sense? So I actually put them in upside down on here so that it doesn't catch on the other piece. So you put your brad in through, you're not going to be able to see this one because it's black. Try again, Jamie Marie. Okay, we're going to put that one, whoops, wrong side. Just try again. So because the little X's are there, they automatically have a hole to go through. So does that make sense? I have my little brad there. If you would be using glue dots, you would put your glue dot there. And then slipping all of those into their little cubbies here. And then I should be able to line this one up. Of course, my black one fell out. Okay, I'm gonna have to close these as I do them, obviously. Okay, so that one. I use an 80-pound Nina Classic Crushed Solar White cardstock for my wheel, or for my cut pieces here. I think if you do it too heavy, it just doesn't move properly. It gets stuck. I think it gets too tight. Granted, I've used heavier paper and it works, but I am all about not, you know, not having issues. I tend to have issues with the Magic Iris. So those are things that I've done to cut down on said issues. And my holes might not be exactly where they were supposed to because I used a dowel instead of the other thing. All right, now we have these 3 pieces. We need to put glue here or tape here. I'm going to do a little bit of both. If you do use glue, liquid glue, do not get it on. I'm just going to do a little dot of liquid glue on those. I'm not going to do a big area of liquid glue because you really don't want liquid glue on, or even double-sided. You know, adhesive makes things stick, which is good, but not when you're trying to move things. So can I say it's been a hot minute since I've actually done one? Like a long time. So if I don't do this right, I will be redoing it and doing a voiceover instead. The miracles of camera. I just put a little dot of glue on each one. I don't want it to seep out. I don't want it to be where it's not supposed to be. And then I'm gonna put that right there. So line it up to the inside. Line it up to the inside. Basically because I've had these pop off and then it makes it so it doesn't work right. Okay. And so we need to do our tab, right? Where? Okay. So those ones are all there. The tab goes down here. Where's my tab? I had all my pieces. Yes.
Wow.
What?
You put a acrylic in there?
Sorry, kid interruption. Okay. So this little sucker goes right there. Oh, I want it up. The thing with doing double-sided tape and liquid glue is double-sided tape sticks right away. And so you don't have to worry about dry time with liquid glue. Just you know, kind of how that one rolls, because my patience level is about -2. So we have all of this done here, and you want to make a little V down there. Run that all the way up front there, and hold that down a little bit, and then I should probably do my adhesive on those before I add my top circle. Some people are more on top of this than I am. Kelly does a really good job on the Lawn Fawn video if you want it done properly without the brads and, you know, my lackluster commentary, I guess. Because I didn't cut my louvers right. Alrighty, back to here. So we want to make sure everything is in our circle that needs to be in our circle. And we're going to pop the top circle on. I am just going to do a little itty bitty bead glue. The key is not to fold these tight. You want them to be a little loose. They are not going to go to the center for sure. And because I'm putting the camera thing on it anyways, it's not going to matter if they're sticking out, if that makes sense. I might need to move this one just a little bit there. I peeled it right, yep. Okay. And the last one. Ooh, that one got a little tight. Back up the train, lady. Okay. Alrighty. Now, to try it out, if you hold it by this, this, and this, you will not hinder those circles from moving. And this way you can try it out. Obviously, mine is not going to close because I'm off just a little bit here. So. Now, shh. Secrets. Secrets, man. Secrets. I am just going to trim this a wee little tiny bit. You don't see that part when it's all the way closed. See? That's why making a copy in acetate teaches you that, you know, you can wiggle it a little bit sometimes. So that's how I put the magic iris together. I don't know. I have a lot better luck with using the mini brads and understanding the mechanism with that clear acetate one. It's here somewhere. I need to clean my desk off. Or I put it away in my template drawer and I have to find it. But I do have the clear one somewhere. So, but yes, that is that mechanism. Hello, I did find it. So here is my clear acetate magic iris. And so by doing it this way, I could see exactly where those ones needed to be. So if you want to make your own without actually having to make an all clear one, it's possible. You don't even have to do the whole thing. So I found this one when I was looking for that one, right? It's all good. So when I did this one, I wanted to know what parts are going to be visible at any point in time and what parts aren't going to be. Because when you add, if you're doing glue dots, if you ink where that glue dot is going to be, it doesn't hold right? So this one at least gives me a roundabout of what's actually going to be in the window. So this one, if you look at this one, this piece here is pretty much when it goes all the way in. So you got to realize this is going to turn on that top piece. And so at any given time, so it will go from here to here is where that cutoff is. It won't go beyond this part on this one. So I know that I can, if I have to, I can cut off this and it's not ever going to be seen in my circle, if that makes sense. So that's why I knew I could cut off a little bit of the last one and not worry about it. But so this is just a good, I don't know, I did it, so I suppose you don't have to. But this one was just one of those, like, I wanted to see how it worked, what was actually going to show through the window, what wasn't going to show through the window. And that was an easy way to do that, just taking that outline, and as I was opening it, I could see exactly where it was sitting, I guess you could say. So for this one, to do the brads instead of the glue dots, plus if you ever do an acetate one, the brads are going to hold a lot better than a glue dot would. So to do it on just one, so just cut out an extra circle, and then let me grab my brads because I actually was cleaning and put them away where they belong. Let's grab a brad out, and I'm just gonna show you one. So if you put your brad in there, separate it out. I'm just gonna haphazardly do this, and then line all of this up. So you want to put these all in their proper spots. Take some either washi tape or some little clips, whatever, to make sure that they stay where you want them to stay. And you should be able to, let me find, I know I have an extra circle cut out. It's right here. So if I cut out extras ever, I put them back with my die so I can find them, right? So let's put this on here. And we know that my dot is going to be right there. So I'm just going to press with my finger, and it's going to leave me a bubble. I don't know if you can see it on, there you go, you can see it on camera. And so that bubble, and then just take a hole punch and punch that hole there. But do that on all three. And then you will be able to find and make your own template. So then you can just draw and add hole punch, or do the piercing tool to get your, if you want to do the brads. So that's, you know, and yes, then you would have to take this one out and flip it over, because you want to have your brad head on the back side, not on your top side when you're looking at it, because you don't want it to, I think it'd probably work the other way. I just worry about this piece here catching on this piece there. That's the only reason I do it the way I do it. But that was what I said I would show you, that you can do it in a clear acetate piece. And it helps me to see how it's going to work overall, if that makes any sense at all to you. I don't know. But anyways, have a great day. I hope you enjoyed this real-time instruction, and if you have any questions on how to do the brad method, you can drop me a line and I can try to answer it in type. But yeah, it's one of those, kind of have to see it to do it. So if you didn't understand something in the video, please let me know and I can try to clarify it a little bit better. It takes a little time to create your template sometimes, or to figure things out, but once you figure it out, it actually goes. I would say it saves me time now in the long run, because I understand the dynamics of the movable parts. So anyways, have a great day. I hope you're staying cool, because if you're anywhere like Minnesota today, it's stinking hot and humid, and you take care.